Hey friends, what's up? Plasmid Mapping 101. We're doing number 2 right here. So, my students in class have already worked this. We're going to work through it and make sure they did it properly. And for those of you out there who are trying to learn how to plasmid map, I'm going to take you through it step by step. So today, our plasmid, what's it called, Katie?
PBLA 230.
PBLA 230. So the P stands for plasmid and the blah 230, I don't know what that is, who cares? So we're going to cut it with, it's digested or cut with the restriction enzyme HPAL and results in one band that is 26 kilobase pairs long, okay? So I want y'all to know what this would look like if it was put in a gel and separated out, okay? Which would initially is what would have to happen. So I took the DNA, the plasmid, I exposed it to HPAL, okay? I put it in a gel and it ran this much and we know it's 26. So you would have had to compare it and some other stuff, but that's what we know. I'm giving you that info. Now, we did the same plasmid and when it was digested or cut with Hind 3, I think that's what that is, there are 4 bands that resulted, a 13, a 6, a 4, and a 3. Okay, as it ran through the gel. Does that make sense? So it was cut up by the restriction enzymes at multiple places, and it ran through the gel. When we used both restriction enzymes, HPAL and Hind 3, then it made a 7, a 6, a 4, and a 3. Now, if you add up 7, 6, 4, and 3, that adds up to 20, which is not 26 kilobase pairs, which is the actual size of our plasmid. So what happened here means we've actually got 2 6s, they're just overlapping one another. Does that make sense? You can't really see that, so it's something you'll just have to figure out by looking at it when you have multiple cuts. Okay, so we want to map this plasmid out. Now, there's some variation in this, but I'm going to give you just the basics here. So we know that when it's digested with Hind 3, that it cuts it into a 13. So 13 is half of 26, so we'll do 13 over here. Same enzyme. And it also cuts it into a 6, a 4, and a 3. We do not know if it's 6, 4, 3, 3, 4, 6, 4, 3, 6. We don't know which order it's in. So you're just going to have to cut it into a 6, 4, 3. So any way you want to do it. I'm going to put 6, and then 4, and then 3. You could have done 6, 4, 3 this way, 4, 3, 6, 3, 4. Well, any combination there, we don't know anymore, so that's all we can do. Okay? So when you combine them, which one of these fragments did it cut?
13.
The 13. So there's no more 13 when we used both restriction enzymes. And so we know that it cut the 13. How did it cut the 13? Into a? So there's a 7 and 6 that weren't there before. And so this 13 is going to have to be cut. It could be 7, 6 or 6, 7. We don't know any more about it. So that's all we can figure out. So let's say 6 and then 7. And then this would be cut by our HPAL because that only cut it once. HPAL, yeah. Okay? So, and there is your plasmid map. And you can think of it almost like a dial. I mean, if you did it and you turn it this way or this way and it was still the same, that would be fine. But there's some variation here, just some things we don't know. So that's about as close as we can get. Any questions? Good day.